Along with Wired for Sound, Cliff Richard has this second album on the market as well, which is a collection of all the love songs that he's recorded over the years. Love Songs, Cliff Richard.
And I enjoyed my holidays. Lovely time tonight. Live here in the studio and performing for us, the man who is billed, and justifiably so, as England's greatest entertainer, Tommy Steele, is here with us tonight. His departure from England to begin his Australasian tour. He's going to Asia first, and he's going to hit here by satellite, live from London, Cliff Richard. We'll be talking about him. He was originally booked on Laker Airlines. And Cliff, as you know, is very religious. He's very close to God. Oh, that reminds me. Happy New Year, Kerry. Like I said, hope you're enjoying yourselves tonight. Cliff Richard, looking like someone in his 20s, only fitter, has just entered his 4th decade in the music industry. And I think a personal triumph for himself. He's firmly established his theory that religion and rock and roll do go together. His recent single, Wired for Sound, has burst to the top of the charts in Britain and Europe, and doesn't he look terrific? Anyway, he's about to tour Australia. He'll be heading for the East first, then he's going to be coming here. And he's going to arrive here to a complete sellout. Now, how many artists do you know can do that? And I think that's just an amazing record. Anyway, he's at the Rock City Sound Studios in Shepperton, just outside of London. Here he is. Say hello to Cliff Richard. Yeah.
We'll never felt more singing blue. Oh, give out hallelujah. You got me singing a blues. I wonder if Tommy's still there. I never felt more like crying all night. Oh, everything's wrong and nothing ain't right without you. You got me singing a blues. Well, the moon and stars no longer shine. The dream is gone and I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but cry over you. I never felt more like running away. I couldn't go, but I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing a blues. You got me singing a blues. You got me singing a blues. Sorry.
That was lovely. I don't know. I'm well, Cliff. How are you, mate? Thank you very much for that. That's an unexpected surprise. We had the band and everybody backing you with this as well.
You're kidding.
No, you couldn't hear it. I knew you couldn't, but the whole band played, and the girls sang and everything. I don't know.
What key was I? What key was I in?
What key was he in? E.
Oh, correct. I was playing in E. That's amazing. You mean it's traveled all that way and still in the key of E?
Yes. only a little bit later. You just about finished together, too.
Well, actually, they probably finished. I stopped.
Yes, right. If Tommy Steele is around, I don't know if he's still here or not. I'm just telling somebody on the floor, Cliff, excuse me. If Tommy Steele is still here, ask him to come out. He can give a quick shout to Cliff and say hello. Anyway, how are you, mate? You know, this is amazing. There are very, very few artists in all the years that I've been in Australia that have sold out this far in advance. I mean, this must be a big thrill for you.
Oh, it is, because the last time I came, we didn't have a very easy time of it. I think that I'd left perhaps rather a long gap, and people had kind of either forgotten or didn't care anymore. And so it's been a real fantastic thrill to find that we'd sold out as the box office has opened. So we were told that we'd sold out. In fact, actually in Sydney, I'm going to be doing an extra concert on the Sunday, the 7th, I think. We've added another concert in. It's the only time we could add a concert.
Isn't that great news? That's fantastic. Do you think there's a chance you'll be adding any more than that? I mean, if there is a demand, Cliff?
I don't think I can physically do it now because, you know, when you've set the tour up, the dates are all set and we've got our travel days.
Right,
I have to be in Auckland and at a certain time. I've got to be in LA at a certain time, so we can't actually spread anymore within Australia. But it just means that if people are really keen after I go, which is the big test,
yes.
I mean, if I can please them, then maybe I can come back sometime.
Oh, I think you will. No doubt about it, mate. By the way, Singapore should be an interesting trip for you, shouldn't it?
Well, Singapore, the last time I went there, of course, they wouldn't let me in.
Yes, I understood you were under house arrest or something.
Well, almost. They took my passport away and said, you've got to be out of the country within 24 hours. They were going through a kind of a purge, an anti-sort of drug thing, and anybody whose hair was longish wasn't allowed in. I mean, I felt terrific, because, you know, I've usually got this goody-goody image, and there I was, the big rebel, folks.
Yes, being arrested for long hair and the possibility of drugs, too, yes.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. You're an obviously it's good health. You work at that, looking that good? I mean, do you exercise and things, or does just you got genes working on your side?
Well, I'm wearing jeans.
No. I mean the other kind.
Yeah, no, I think it's genes, because I don't really work at anything too much in terms of health. I mean, obviously, I try to take care of myself physically. I play tennis, and I'm hoping to get some of that in when I come to Australia. Obviously, your reputation as tennis players is way ahead of you.
Well, I'm not good. That's what makes me a great opponent.
Well, in that case, that's right, we'll play.
Okay. And listen, one other question, mate. 23 years ago, when you started in this business, did you really think that Cliff Richard would still be this gigantic star that he is today?
No, because you really don't tend to think too far ahead, I think, when you first start. In fact, when I was listening to Tommy speaking to you, you mentioned about two girls that said, "We made you."
Yeah.
And of course, to a great extent, they're right. They do make us. But once somebody said that to me, and although I couldn't retaliate, my road manager at the time turned around and said, "You couldn't make a rice pudding." Yeah. And in point of fact, it's a two-way communication, the whole rock and roll world. And although people can, in fact, make or break, I think the answer finally is that you have to be strong enough to say, look, I'm doing something. If you like it, buy it. If you don't buy it. And I've sort of survived for 23 years because I've remained incredibly enthusiastic about what I do. I can't wait to come on tour. People often say to me, why do you bother touring? Why don't you just make records? But I don't know. A record's not a record until you've done it live, I think, until you've felt that reaction from a crowd and you know you've got it right.
Oh, well,
I'd never have dreamt that I could have been going this long. Sorry.
It's okay.
Roger and out.
Yes. we had a groupie outside, a couple of girls. Megan Tudor, this one girl that follows you all around, thinks you're wonderful. So we're going to try and get a picture of you for her when you come over here, you know.
She likes me, does she?
Yes, she does, yes. Very much so.
Oh, a woman of taste.
Yes, you'll recognize her immediately. She's the one walking around panting all the time. It's terrific. Megan Tudor, you can't miss her. Listen, we got to run. Thank you very much for talking to us. I understand you're going to come in here live with us and sit down.
Well, I hope so, yeah. I'm certainly looking forward to that because we've done this twice, haven't we? Talked over the airwaves, but we've never done one together.
Yeah, once from backstage at your concerts. I'll tell everybody where the concerts are going to be, although there's no more tickets left. They might go around and yell outside or something. Thanks for joining us tonight, and I look forward to seeing you here. Congratulations on the tour, Cliff. Absolutely
Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you all.
Cliff Richard. His tour kicks off on Monday, February the 22nd in Perth, and Adelaide and Melbourne, and the beginning of March, Brisbane and Sydney. Thank you, Cliff. We'll be right back, okay?